It is time for a new back tire.
Hope you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch.
Yeah, definitely need a new back tire now. Man, just that little burnout really did a lot of damage. That is right, guys. I am getting a new back tire in this bike. This one lasted about 1,600 miles. It's the stock Dunlop D605 dual sport tire that the bike came with. And it's like 50-50 dirt and road. And it really doesn't do that great off-road, to be honest. It does okay, but once you hit mud, it just packs in and it gets no traction. Damn, same spot I made it to as last time. So, after a lot of thinking, I decided to go with the Kenda Trakmaster tire. This is DOT approved, and it's basically a knobby tire, but it's okay on the road, I guess. I don't know, honestly. We're gonna find out. Step one, let this guy lay in the sun. Man, I didn't know CRVs could do burnouts like that. It's crazy. Step two, remove the wheel.
Anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll see with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
Now I'm gonna replace all the axle hardware in the order that it came off, so you don't mix it up. I'm gonna put a towel down, set the wheel on that so I don't scratch anything up on the cement floor. Third step, let all the air out of the tire. Just gonna go ahead and remove the whole valve stem with this nice valve stem removing cap. There's the valve stem. We just remove that. It'll make the air come out of the tire so much easier. Gonna loosen up the valve stem nut. Just gonna leave that on the very end of the valve stem for now. This wheel actually has a hole with a little rubber plug for a rim lock. But I don't know why it doesn't have a rim lock from the factory, but since it doesn't, I'm not really worried about putting one in here just yet. Especially since I'm always going to keep the air pressure above like 18 psi, so I think I'll be fine. I'm going to take my bead breaker and use this to break the bead. You can do this a lot of different ways. You definitely don't need this tool, but it just makes it a little bit easier. Now we just tighten it down until the bead is broken. Now I'm just going to take some soapy water and spray it inside around the whole bead. That makes the bead slip off the wheel a lot easier. I've got a ton of different tire spoons. This Tusk one is my favorite. It's got a nice bend to it. I like to start with it, use this one primarily. Just going to leave that in there and then keep going around. There we go. This shape really helps to break the bead around the whole wheel as well. I'll link this tool in the description box or up top here. Now this thing's done its job, so I can go ahead and remove it. In between the rim and the spoon, a little piece of plastic just to protect it. And let's go ahead and take that first bite across from the valve stem. Get my next spoon in. Sometimes you gotta backtrack. Get another spoon in there. That first bite. that in the second bite. There we go. Now it's easy from here.
You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say
that's one whole side up.
And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange.
And we just flip the whole wheel around. Spray this side down. Soapy water. And then we do the same exact thing. Okay, now the wheel is inside the tire. So let's stand it up with a valve stem on the bottom. Literally just push the wheel down and pull it out from inside the tire. And it comes right out, just like that. Go ahead and take the tube out. Then this tire we can say goodbye to. Just gonna get all the rest of the air out of this tube. It looks like somebody, when they were putting this tire on the wheel at the factory, did this the wrong way. They left this nut on there. Both the nuts are supposed to be outside of the wheel. So as you can see, when they left that nut on there, it wasn't sealing up around the hole and dirt was getting inside that wheel pretty bad. So I'm going to put this together the right way. Both nuts outside the wheel. Make sure this washer is still on the tube and inside of the wheel. And this is a good time to wipe down my tube and also get the wheel real nice and clean. And now I'm going to take my tube and reinstall the valve stem. Get a little bit of air in it so that it holds its shape. And that's perfect, just a little bit. Make sure you don't lose this thing. Set my wheel back down. Get my tire. Hopefully it's nice and softened up by now. Before we actually install the tire, we want to check and make sure this one is directional. As you can see by this arrow right here facing that way, means that's the way it needs to be spinning. So it's going to go this way. And there's no dot on it anywhere to mark the heavy side, so we're just going to guess that it's about right like this. Place the tube inside the tire. Then I'm going to start with the valve stem. Holes right here, valve stems right here. So I'll put the valve stem through the hole in the rim and then get one of those nuts on there, just thread it barely onto the end of it. Spray everything down with some more of that soapy water. This side, very importantly, we're going to get the bottom side of the bead over the wheel. Not the top side, just the bottom side for now. There we go. Now that side is in place. As you can see, we're all good here. So flip it back over. Now we just got to get this side of the bead inside the wheel. Gonna get 2 tire irons in place with my little plastic protectors. Okay, now that that's ready, gonna pop the first 2 down, then just keep going. You don't really need the plastic protectors for this part as much. This is the part where we can definitely pinch the tube if we're not careful, so just take small bites. Take your time and don't pinch the tube. Always check to make sure it's not pinching. There we go. Just 1 bite left. Here we go. Bam. And that's it. It's pretty simple. The valve stem's nice and straight. Want to check, make sure you didn't pull the tube any direction. That puts a lot of stress on the valve stem, but mine looks nice and straight, so we can go ahead, tighten down that first nut just a little bit, not super tight yet or anything. Okay, now I'm gonna start putting a little bit of air in this thing just to make sure we didn't pinch the tube or anything, because you'll hear it leaking right away. So let's go ahead and put about 6 psi in. Okay, that's about 10 psi, and we're gonna just check for leaks. Well, I still don't hear any leaks, so I'm going to go ahead and get it up to 20 psi. Alright, we're at 20 psi. So now you can see the valve stem has pushed all the way out of the wheel from the air pressure. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten down that first nut. I'm just going to snug it down, not going to make it crazy tight. Okay, that's nice and snug. Then I'll take that second nut and put it on the right way this time. It goes on top of the other nut and just acts as a lock nut to hold that first one in place. Tighten that down. Nice. Then get my valve stem cap. Now I'm just gonna let this sit for about an hour and make sure that no air is leaking out. I've pinched a lot of tubes in my day, if you can't tell. An hour went by and the tire was still holding air. Hallelujah. Let's get it back on the bike. Get my spacers back in there. Should have done that before. Also want to grease up my axle a little bit so that it's easy to take out next time. My other spacer in, and bam, axle's in. Get my chain tensioners back on, washer, nut, tighten it down. Chain slack is still good, so I push it up against the chain tensioners and tighten down the axle. Cotter pin in, bend the tabs. This is a great opportunity to clean my chain, so I clean it up with a little brush, some soapy water, dry it off, and then I'm going to re-lubricate it with some PB Blaster chain lubricant. Nice! Job is done. Just look at that difference. That old tire had no knob. My front tire still has a little bit of life left, so I'm just going to send it. And that's it, guys. Check out that new tire. I'm so excited to test this thing out in the dirt. I will be testing it very soon, so make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on that video coming very soon. Comment down below which other tires you recommend. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it or learned something, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.